I was getting everything loaded, and I knew these little babies were getting big. They're 3 weeks old already. Good Lord. And even in the shoebox that I was using last week, they are hopping little beans. Holy cannoli. And two of the moms are very aggressive. They're very protective of their babies. So I had to carefully move them first into an empty cage. And I need to clean out their nest boxes anyway. So they're sitting pretty in a nice clean cage, just hanging out. And then I was able to put the baby bunnies. I even got larger tubs, and they're still jumping out. And I thought, how in the world am I going to do this on my live without baby bunnies jumping all over my she shed? God. So I brought in a big tub, and I set up my video so I think you guys can see them all. And they may jump, but they can't jump this high. I think I got that covered. So anyway, that's why I was late. And my husband, oh my God, he is the most handiest guy on the planet. I'm so lucky. I was kind of worried. We're getting warm now, right? It's summer, full-fledged. It's getting up there. Got the air conditioning going on the bunny barn in the house. And my she shed, I used to have an air conditioner behind me, but we took it out. And he put up a mini split for me. It's been sitting on our porch for a little while, and we've had so much going on, he hasn't had time to install it. But he installed it last night. It was running, and I turned it off for the night. And I walked out here this morning, and it's like, oh my God, it's hot already. Silly me. Before coffee, I forgot. I turned it back on, and I'm going to have to turn it down. It's almost too cold. It's set at 68. It's like, I'm excited. So I'm running out of excuses. I have so much going on. And black sheep is coming up here in a week and a half. I need to label some yarn and get some fiber ready for it. And I have a bunch of tie-dye t-shirts. They've been tied, but I just haven't dyed them yet. So those are getting to first this afternoon, tie-dyeing. Get them in the dye so they can sit a few days, and I'll wash them up and get them ready for black sheep. And last week I did a little ditty on how to price your hand-spun Angora yarn, kind of giving you the overview and my thoughts and my philosophy on the whole thing. And I've worked out a video series, and I'm getting ready to finish that up, hopefully today. Yeah, so I'm going to post that. The detailed version, I'll walk you through every step on how to price your hand-spun yarn, especially Angora, with confidence. Yeah. So I'm thinking it's turning out pretty darn good. My husband and I took a trip to Nebraska over the weekend for his family reunion, and the poor guy, he had to listen to me practice and go over my information. Yeah, so he knows more than he probably wanted to ever know, but I'll be excited to get that loaded. So, and then the village elders, this is the other exciting thing. Oh my gosh, this is really warming my heart. People are starting to work together and post their rabbits for sale. We have a private page just for the elders. They can post animals, and within the elders group that's only visible, they're on the Sinfully Soft website. So I think it's going to work pretty good. There's a few more adjustments I want to make to the website, but I think it's going to work really good. And then there's several people that want to meet up via Zoom or some other process monthly. Zoom is just easy. They do make it pretty easy. So we might set up a private monthly Zoom meeting just for the village elders. We can get to know each other and start our in-depth networking, because Chestnuts, the chocolate agouti, is going to hit the road here pretty soon. I still haven't heard from Arba yet, but they have some time before they need to review their information. And once I get the thumbs up that we're good to go, you guys will be the first to know. God. And then as we're diving into the genetics over there, I know I have a lot to learn on color genetics. That is not my superpower. There's several people, it is theirs. They're out there. So I've gotten several volunteers to help me. We're going to have a monthly, or maybe more often, I don't know how aggressive I'm going to do this. To start out with monthly, that sounds a little more realistic, right? A guest speaker, and we'll record it on Zoom, and then we'll post it in the Angora Artesian Academy for everybody to view. I think it's going to be great. And we're going to specifically talk on bits and pieces of the color genetics. These baby bunnies are moving my table, which is moving my phone. So if you get a little jiggling, I need to move them. They're on these big tubs and they're like, what's going on? I gave them some hay they can chew on while they wait their turn to get petted and loved on. Yeah, so I'm excited. We're going to have 2 Zoom meetups. And, oh my gosh, it was just approved last night with the NARBIC Board of Directors, but we have this proposal for the upcoming convention this fall. We always have a wool skein and garment contest for not only the nationals, but also the convention. And then different clubs can actually have their own wool skein and garment contest throughout the country. Yeah, but the convention and the nationals are pretty special. So we just finished wrapping up the one we had in Reno, this in May. Seems like just yesterday. We're still recovering. But we need to ramp up for the wool skein and garment contest coming up in convention in Reno. So I'm teaming up the wool skein and garment people and the mentoring group on the NARBIC web Facebook. Get it right, Tammy. Yeah, the NARBIC mentoring Facebook group. We have a whole committee that's just sitting there waiting to help people and share and learn if you have any questions about Angoras, any topic. That's what that group is for. And I'm not a real big fan of Facebook because there's a lot of scammers and a lot of craziness out there. With that being said, I feel really confident about the NARBIC's closed group because, for one, you have to be a member of NARBIC, and it's not that expensive. You can find the National Angora Rabbit Breeders Club.com, and there's a form on there, and you can sign up. I think it's like $15 a year. It's pretty reasonable. Majority of the information that we share on the Facebook, there's a main Facebook group, and they talk about shows, and specifically the 2 big ones. But there's other regional shows that pop up too, and we share a lot of information. And then a side subgroup of that is the mentoring group. So the only people who are in there are members of NARBIC. Nobody else can get in. And it's very well tightly controlled. Lori Pinterman, our secretary for NARBIC, she's on the ball. She actually sends a letter out to new members when they join to let them give them the contact people of who's the committee. And we have 3 committee chairs. And yeah, we're all eager to help you. So we're going to join forces. And I think we're going to call it the Lead Up Challenge. I don't know. We might change that. There's several good names. But it's leading up to convention. Because if you want to enter a wool skein and garment contest, the time is now. You thinking, holy smokeroos, it's June. That's not until October. But come on, you guys. You have rabbits with full coats that need sheared. So you can do one of two things. You can save a few samples and put it away. That's what I do. And I have a tub specifically marked for wool skein and garment contests. So it's all packaged, ready to go. And then if you have a full fleece, that's also a classification. Put that in a bag, label it, put it in your little tub. Then when it gets closer to October, you can get ready and finalize your entries. And then you can start spinning your skeins. You can start knitting or crocheting or weaving or felting, all these different projects using your Angora wool. The main thing that the rules say is, I believe it has to be at least 50% Angora blend in anything you make. And then there's a bunch of different categories. It can be confusing. Boy, howdy, when I first started and I looked at that, it was like way over my head. But the way it's run, it's very similar to your fair entries where people enter. I saw my box lid go. There. Come on, kids. They're getting anxious. For when you enter your fair entries, whether it's canned goods or photography, all kinds of stuff, it's the same kind of thing. And you can have a chance to win a ribbon or even more of a prize. So we're kind of making it fun. We're going to try to have little monthly contests for people who participate and just talk about what you're doing. If you have any questions, if you want to meet up on our Zoom, that's great. And all the information, all the communications will be filtered through the Facebook group for the NARBIC mentoring group. It seems like a natural fit because people are trying to learn and have fun. And that's the whole idea behind the mentoring Facebook group. So yeah, it's perfect. It's going to be fun. And then as we move through the months, getting closer to October, each month we'll have a little fun theme. And I like to make stickers, all kinds of fun stuff. I have a really good printer at home and I've been dabbling on making stickers. So we're going to give away stickers once a month. just to have fun. And then at convention, drum roll, we're going to get our fellow artists to donate awesome awards. And so when we get to convention, everybody that enters in a wool skein and garment contest in Reno, every entry will get a ticket. And that'll be used in the drawing. We'll have like the top 3 winners or something. We'll see what we get for awards. I'm really excited. So if I enter 10 times, I have 10 tickets. I have a chance to win that big prize. Yeah, so we're learning, we're sharing, and having a little bit of fun. Okay, a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So who wants to do this? If you're a member of NARBIC, find the mentoring Facebook group because more will be talking about this kind of stuff soon, very soon. And if you're not a member, join. That's all there is to it. If you have any questions, text me, message me, get a hold of me. We'll help you through that. So who's ready for rabbits? Who wants to see some baby rabbits? Hi, guys. This was my smallest group, so I decided to put them in the shoebox. And isn't that much better? Oh my goodness gracious. Yes. How are you guys doing? Now this is petunias. All of these we're looking at today are like just about 3 weeks old. They were born either on the 26th, 27th, or 28th. Oh, and Cream Puff over here is born on the 29th. Yes, hi babies. Now Petunia, her boyfriend was Coco. He's a purebred giant. And she is a purebred giant. She's a chocolate. And Coco is a chocolate agouti. Hi, babies. Hi. So these two are petunias over here. These three chestnuts belong to Vision of Love because she had a huge litter of 9. So we let Petunia foster these guys, and she's doing a good job. Hi, precious. How are you? This is my precious chocolate agouti. Yes. Out of all the litters I'm showing you today, there's only 2 chocolate agoutis. But I bred darn near every rabbit in the house. Most of them, well, some were chocolate agoutis, but all the sires, 2 of them, were chocolate agoutis. So I should get, hi, sweetheart, a bunch more. Cross your fingers for me. Holy cow. Hi, babies. Petunia, as she is, I wish I had my notes out here. I was not very organized today. But I know she's about 2 years old. She's a purebred giant. Hi, babies. And she's such a sweet girl. She's got a good body, good temperament. And I was losing hope that I would never get a baby from her. Because I've been trying. This time it worked. So I have a little fawn and a chocolate agouti from her. Oh my goodness. What a good rabbit you are. Yeah, looking at the tips of the ears, they are definitely a chocolate, not a chestnut. And you can see the difference. This is black based. This is chocolate based. And this little fawn, of course, it has a double whammy. Chocolate agouti, chocolate mom. Her tips, there's no smut. I'm not seeing anything. So that's going to be, they call it a clean fawn. And a smutty fawn, that sounds horrible. I hate that term. It sounds wrong. But all that means really is if you do have some dark tinges up here on the ears, that is a black based. And she or he definitely is nice, clean fawn. Yeah, so she's a, of course, she has chocolate on both sides. So this is good. This is good. Oh, stretch, baby. Look at that rice on that one. Look at that rice. When I talk about rice, that's their body type. Hi, babies. I couldn't even begin to guess how they're going to mature. When they get closer to 8 to 10 weeks, then I pretty much know. Then even then, they're like gangly teenagers, right? They like that grass hay, don't you? Some of them, once they're weaned and they get their own digs, their own cage, they don't have to fight for food. They have all they want. They just sit and look pretty, and then they start to really beef up. I've had some that are like 4 or 5 months old or even a little older. It's like, holy cow. And on my body, when I do rate them, my husband and I go through, we rate them as 1 to 10. 10 being really good, and they probably will never leave the barn. And that doesn't happen very often. I did have one guy. He never went to a show. He was Dazzle, that's it, a chestnut. He was the best of the litter. All of them were chestnuts from a white mom. And she was I called her my unicorn because she was so beautiful, so sweet. Don't chew on that plastic, sweetheart. That was just sticking out there just to be tempting for you, wasn't it? No, you got hay to chew on. You don't need that. I'm going to have to shimmy that off. This is an old tub. I decided to drill holes in it today just to make sure everybody had plenty of airflow. Okay, we have a bunch of babies to get through. I had a late start. You guys, can you go back in your little box for just a little bit? And I'm going to get some of your cousins out. Hi, sweetheart. Come here. I have so many favorite parts of my hobby. And this is one. This is one. Okay, who's next? Well, since we started with Petunia and Vision of Love, see, I have a little bigger. This might be big enough. But every time I lifted the lid on this thing, they would jump out. Getting them in here was like, holy cow. Hi, baby. Yeah. So I was prepping this morning, trying to get these guys ready. How can I do this without losing baby bunnies? Look how orange these guys are. I have a girlfriend that is doing fawns, and her chestnuts are looking really orange too. We like our orange. Yep. Yep. This one is a little more orange. Isn't it funny? But you are a chestnut, right? Yep. Hi, sweetheart. Even though it's orange, it has... Oh, come here, sweetheart. It's okay. It's okay. Black tips on the ears. That is not chocolate. It's just a very, very high rufous chestnut. And look at that nice, pretty baby. Oh, look at nice cream colored. That's another sign that it has a whole lot of rufous. Because they're either white or cream bellied. And this has a little cream tinge to it. You are so pretty. Now, Vision of Love. See, and I don't have my notes with me. I think she's an F3. Yes. And Coco, he's a purebred giant. He's that chocolatey goodie I got from Hope. Hope, thank you. He's such a good boy. Oh, he's such a beautiful boy. I also bought a black doe from Hope. Oh, somebody's scratching. Look at how dark this one is. Isn't that just lovely? Holy cow. Chestnuts are such a wide range of variety. And it's all in those different genetics. The standard calls for rich, dark chestnut. Yeah, you guys can't jump out of this one, can you? It's not funny. They like to do the bunny pile. You guys are getting pretty good type too. Vision of Love. She was a very good girl. She was, I believe, an F3. She's out of my Rex experiment a few years ago. I was helping transport a trio of Rex rabbits from one show to the next because the new owners couldn't come down to pick them up at the first show, and the seller knew I was going to both, so I had the room. They were quarantined in my side barn, and I kept walking by. I think one was a chocolate. I can't remember what one was, but the one I really liked was the lynx. And he was so sweet. And the body on that rabbit was astronomical. I have never, I think I have good bodies sometimes. And then I look at something like that and I learn that I'm just poo-poo compared to what that was. And I thought all these extra cages that I have now, because I winded it down from our COD craziness. And I thought, why not? So I contacted the new owner and asked her if I had permission to use her buck. And she said, yeah, go for it. So that's their lineage. And so every breeding I cross to a purebred. So I get a little closer, getting that wolf structure that I want. This ear has just a little nibble missing. Both ears do. Yes. That happens sometimes. Yeah, I had a chocolate. What was it? A chocolate agouti dough? Or maybe she was, this has been a few years ago. But she was the best darn mom. Beautiful coloring, beautiful wool. But her mama ate both her ears down and her tail. She was the most ridiculous looking rabbit I've ever seen. And we kept her and we raised her. She never did show, right? She'd be DQ'd at an instant. These little nibbles off the end, that they might pass. I don't know. We'll see how the fringe comes in. There it is. But there was nothing wrong with her wool. Oh, they're liking that hay too, aren't you? Oh, you guys are so precious. I love the lighter color. That is so pretty. But I love this dark colored. Look at that. Look at that is pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to put you back. That's Vision of Love. Hi, guys. Can we do this so I don't lose anybody live? That would be embarrassing. I have learned a few things doing my live. And one, I don't always follow my own advice, is be prepared. Today I wasn't as prepared as I wanted. Hi. So we got 6 in there. Yes. See how easily they can jump. When I was grabbing them first thing this morning, they were really excited. They were, holy cow. Oh, look at you. I'm going to put the lid on, you guys. Yep. I'm going to put you over here. Oh my goodness. How am I going to do this when they get bigger? And they get so big so fast. Desirable. And I have one in here that's Nestle Fluff. Desirable. And Kahlua. He was an F2, but he was a solid chocolate. Hi, babies. And all of these are from Desirable. And she is also one of my crosses. She's an F2. And Kahlua is an F1. So technically, these guys are F2s. Yes. Hi. And look at this beautiful chocolate. Oh my goodness, you're so pretty. Look at that. Can I look at your eyes color? Oh my goodness. He's like, I don't know. Hi, baby. Hi. Yes. Sometimes in my solid colors, I get a little surprised about now, and I see ticking in their fur, especially in the nose area, in their forehead. And that's a sign that it might be a steal. Because I had steal in my line a long time ago. I haven't seen any for quite a while. But that doesn't mean it won't pop up. Look at you. And you're my other chocolate goodie. Hi, sweetheart. Look at you. Yes. Oh, yes, you're a chocolate goodie. Nice cream-colored belly. At 3 weeks old, they don't have much fur, but they're not naked anymore. Hi. And white. I am so excited to have white in my barn again. I had one girl for a long time, and now I have more. It's funny, when you breed color to color, you can still get white once in a while because it's actually recessive. And if both parents carry that white recessive, it can pop up. And I got 2 more chestnuts. One, a hefty little monster. Look at you. You are pretty. Nice and dark. You're going to be a beautiful chestnut. This one's just a little bit smaller. We'll see how you mature. Oh. Oh. Yes. My chocolate goodie. I'm really thrilled. Oh my gosh, it's coming together. You guys are so precious. Okay, so let me see how I can put you guys back in your little temporary little digs here. Yeah, I think what I might have to do is just use my doubles choke hoops. See, one jumps in. I put one in, 2 jump out. Don't, settle down, babies. Yeah. Yeah. How you doing? Okay. Put your noses down. Okay, we did. Oh, we need to do Dahlia. Did we do Dahlia? Yep, we did Dahlia. We did Desirable. We did Petunia. And we did Vision and Love. We have one more. One more. One more. So I had 6. Oh, look at all these guys. Hi, babies. Wake up. It's your turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I got a little runt. Yeah. Oh, did somebody thump at me? What? Cream Puff is one of the most calmest rabbits I have. And she's a fawn. She's an F2. And her baby daddy is Dazzle, my purebred chestnut. Yeah. So I got 2 more whites. Look at that. And a bunch of chestnuts. Yeah. It's funny how they love the pile method. That's why they call it a bunny pile. They all clamor to see who can be on top. But they're just as happy being on the bottom as long as there's a pile. You guys are funny. Funny looking. I'm going to have to intervene a little bit. Once or twice a day, what I'll do is I'll go in and grab him. And especially since Cream Puff is so calm. She's such a sweetheart. I might hand feed him just a little bit because she's got quite a slew there. And I don't think anybody else is hurting for grub. So we'll just give him a little extra attention, him or her. And all you guys have a nice white belly, I think. Can I see you? White belly. White belly. White belly. Oh, white belly. Sometimes a dark colored belly will be an indicator of the ES genes wreaking havoc. But we don't have anything. I've had them occasionally. And if they had really good qualities otherwise, I would keep them. I wouldn't call for that immediately, but I definitely would not choose to breed intentionally. Slowly but surely. Hi, babies. It's always a wild card when you add in a new rabbit from anywhere, right? You just don't know. And 2 more white babies. Look at you. Aren't you precious? Oh, really? Oh, don't. Goodness gracious. That's the thumper, aren't you? Look at those ears. They're nice and tight. They straight up. Yes, most of them are. Yes. And this little guy is eating hay already. They're liking that, aren't you? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, my cow. Well, guys, I'm going to probably wrap this up. Put these guys away. I'll probably refresh their nesting box. Give them plenty of hay. Because they're liking that. Mom will appreciate that too. And then before I put Mom's away, I'll be checking their toenails, give them a little C&C check. Make sure they're doing good. And then put them back there with their babies. And then I'm going to start tie-dyeing. I'm going to dye me up some t-shirts, you guys. Holy cannoli. All right. I'll see you next week. You guys have a great week. Have fun. Stay fluffy. Oh, and stay cool if you can. See ya.